Okay, hey, BOOZHOO, and welcome back to BOOZHOO, NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO, and today's Ojibwe word of the day, OGINII-WAABIGWAN. OGINII-WAABIGWAN is a rose. And stay tuned to the end of the show. Michael and Natasha are going to do a song about an OGINII-WAABIGWAN. Huh, guys? OGINII-WAABIGWAN is a rose. And they say, every rose has its thorn. So there was an American poet. I think his name was Bret Michaels. And Bret Michaels said, how do you put that? I still feel so much pain, like a knife that cuts to the wound and heals, but that scar. So how's that go? Every rose has its thorn. Oh, I tried not to hurt you. Well, I tried, but I guess that's why they said every OGINII-WAABIGWAN has its thorn. OGINII-WAABIGWAN. A wabigwan is a flower. And an OGINII-WAABIGWAN is a rose. And Ogini doesn't mean red. I don't know what Ogini means. But I remember my grandma used to talk about the good old days living in Bina. And they lived in a one-room cabin. And, nobody had any money in Bina back in the day. But my grandfather planted rose bushes. And he said the secret to good rose bushes is to put fish guts in the dirt when you plant them. And you get really nice rose bushes. I thought, oh, wow, isn't that cool? In the good old days in Bina, it wasn't a time when you'd have trash and garbage bags on top of your trailer. People took real pride in their homes. And it might be a very humble home, but you'd still, decorate nice, and you'd mow the lawn, and you'd plant some rose bushes and, a rose garden. I was back in Bina a few weeks ago, and I wanted to go see the old church. It was the original building, the old Catholic church. And hikes, it's like in a haunted house now. There are people squatting in there. It's sad. Anyway, OGINII-WAABIGWAN, the rose. And the expression, every rose has its thorn, I think means that, it can be beautiful, but you have to be careful because you can prick your finger. You can get hurt. Well, I tried not to hurt you. See, Bret Michaels, he tries not to hurt her. Well, he tried, but I guess that's why they said every rose has its thorn. Because you see, Bret Michaels sees himself as a rose, as something of beauty. And hurting his girlfriend was just that thorn. She shouldn't have tried to hang on to him too tightly. I don't know. What am I talking about? Every rose has its thorn. So what about you? Do you have thorns? Can somebody get hurt holding onto you too tight? Yeah, that's what the metaphor is, isn't it? It's you can look at something and be very beautiful. You can smell it. Oh, it's a beautiful smell. And but if you grab it real tight, it's going to hurt you. So what else in life is like that? I guess love. Just admire it from afar. Don't grip it too harsh. You get hurt. So what else? The rose. Do, 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 do. Will you sacrifice? Will you take the oath? Will you live your life under the rose? Na 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 na. Do 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 do. Only real Kiss fans will know that song. From the Elder. Under the rose. OGINII-WAABIGWAN. Rose. And la 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 la. I didn't plan anything today. So, here's a song by Michael Lyons and Natasha. Well, they didn't write it, but it's by Poison. And it's called Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Go ahead, you guys. We both lie silently still in the dead of the night. Though we both lie close together, we feel miles apart inside. Was it something I said or something I did? Did my words not come out right? Oh, I tried not to hurt you. Well, I tried, but I guess that's why they said every rose has its thorn. Just like every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Yeah, it does. I hear our favorite song now playing on the radio, and the DJ said love's a game of easy come and easy go. But I wonder, does he know? Has he ever felt like this? And I know that you'd be here right now if I could let you know somehow. I guess every rose has its thorn. Just like every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Though it's been a while now, I can still feel so much pain. Like a knife that cuts to the wound and heals, but that scar remains. Oh, yeah. Knew I could have saved our love if I'd known what to say. Instead of making love, we both made our separate ways. Now I hear you found somebody new, and that I never meant that much to you. To hear that tears me up inside, and to see you cuts me like a knife. I guess every rose has its thorn. Just like every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Oh, wow, that was really good. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons and Natasha. And you have been watching BOOZHOO, NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO, this is Michael Lyons, and this is Natasha. And I will see you again. Gigawabamin, Minowa, Hawa. Oh, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up, hit the like button, and subscribe, if you would.